off my chest. I put the noise to sleep. I put the chaos to its rest. Down here the light is different. It shimmers and it bends. Where the surface meets the shadow, where the beginning ends. I'm breathing in the rhythm of a slow and steady tide, with nowhere left to run to and nowhere left to hide. Falling deeper, falling slow, letting all the tension go, drifting down into the blue, coming back to what is true. I am tuning in to the deep dive frequency, floating in the center of a vast and quiet sea. Pressure building up, diamond forming in the dark, igniting in the silence, a single glowing spark. Can you hear the signal? It's calling out my name. Nothing here is changing, but nothing stays the same. I am safe inside the bubble, I am safe inside the sound. In the deep dive frequency, I never will be found. The voices from the surface are a million miles away, just a muffled distant echo of the panic of the day. I see the data streaming like a school of silverfish. Every thought a movement, every action is a wish. The currents guide me forward, invisible and strong. I've been waiting for this moment, I've been waiting for so long. No friction in the water, just the gliding and the grace, lost within the focus of this solitary place. Falling deeper, falling slow, letting all the tension go, drifting down into the blue, coming back to what is true. I am tuning in to the deep dive frequency, floating in the center of a vast and quiet sea. Pressure building up, diamond forming clock on the wall is melting down, dripping slowly onto the ground. The numbers are pooling in a silver lake. There are no more minutes for us to take. Time is a river, time is a stream, flowing through the logic of the dream. I'm swimming upstream against the force, finding the origin, finding the source. The seconds are stretching into hours. The mind is blooming like strange flowers. No rush, no panic, no need to run. The moment has only just begun. Swimming in liquid time, rhythm and reason and rhyme. Forward and backward it flows the same, a wild thing that we cannot tame. I am dissolved in the current now. Don't ask me when, don't ask me how. Just flow, just glide, just be in this ocean of eternity. The pressure is gone, the weight is light, bathed in the glow of the neon night. I'm surfing the wave of the task at hand, leaving the shore of the solid land. Fluid dynamics govern the soul, losing the parts to find the whole. Every action ripples out wide, drifting along with the rising tide. Past, present, future, all in one. Under moon and under the sun, I am the water, I am the flow, letting the rigidity go. Swimming in liquid time, rhythm and reason and rhyme. Forward and backward it flows the same, a wild thing that we cannot tame. I am dissolved in the current now. Don't ask me when, don't ask me how. Just flow, just glide, just be in this ocean of eternity. Time is liquid, flow with it. Don't fight the girl. Dive alive. Solid walls turn into mist, I don't know why I ever resist the easy ways to go with the stream, living inside of the waking dream. Liquid focus, liquid mind, leaving the hard world far behind. Swimming in liquid time, rhythm and reason and right, forward and backward it flows the same, flowing, melting, timeless, being. Lights are blurring on the highway of the brain, moving faster than a bullet or a train. Synapses firing like a neon storm, keeping the engine running bright and warm. I see the data flying past my face, lost in the rhythm of the cyberspace. Don't slow down, don't look at the rear view. I am cutting through the old to find the new. Day sleepy sleeps, but I'm wide awake. There is so much if I need to take. Accelerate to the flow state zone, traveling the distance on my own. Velocity mind, leave the world behind, running on a rhythm that is hard to find. Faster than the shadow, faster than the sound. Feet are barely touching on the solid ground. I am electricity, I'm the spark, glowing like a diamond in the velvet dark. Catch me if you can, I am gone today, riding on the waves of the gamma ray. Action processing at light speed, giving me everything I ever need. The puzzle pieces fit before they fall. I can see the writing on the digital wall. Fluid motion, water in the stream, living inside of a lucid dream. Reflexes sharper than a razor blade. This is how the future memories are made. No hesitation, only pure intent. Energy borrowed and at ease spent. The site continues, the wheel spins round. Listen to the magic of the Russian sound. Velocity mind, leave the world behind, running on a rhythm that is hard to find. Faster than the shadow, faster than the sound. Feet are barely touching on the solid ground. I am electricity, I'm the spark, glowing like a diamond in the velvet dark. Catch me if you can, I am gone today, riding on the waves of the gamma ray. Focus, speed, motion, need, go, 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 flow. Zero latency, perfect frequency, maximum capacity. This is my reality. We break the barrier, we break the seal, turning the imaginary into real. The finish line is nowhere to be seen, just the endless scrolling of the silver screen. I am the pilot and I'm the plane. Velocity mind inside the brain. Velocity mind, leave the world behind, running on a rhythm that is hard to find. Fat to find. Faster than the shadow, faster than the sound. Speed like future light. Speed like future light. Speed like future light. Speed like future. vision is clear. The destination is finally near. Synchronization of the soul and mind, leaving the shadows far behind, chasing the horizon line, where the sun begins to shine. Limitless and open wide, with the future on my side. Don't stop now. We are almost there, breathing in the golden air. The world is waking up with me. As far as the open eye can see, the horizon light. Rise up to meet the day. Push the clouds out of the way. I can see it all. I can see it all. Infinite potential calling me home. We reach the edge and we keep going on into the brilliance of the breaking dawn. There are no limits, there are no walls. We answer the journey whenever it calls, chasing the horizon line, where the sun begins to shine. Limitless and open wide, with the future on my side. Keep moving, keep going, horizon forever. Horizon forever. Sitting in the chair, but I'm moving fast, watching the minutes and the hours go past. is the fuel, focus is the fire, taking me higher, taking me higher. Don't look back, just look straight. Unlock the gate, unlock the gate. I arrive at the place where the answers lie, underneath a vast and open sky. But I haven't moved an inch from where I sat. Imagine that, just imagine that. The journey is inward, the journey is deep. Promises to keep, promises to keep. I am a stationary traveling through the mind, leaving the heavy body far behind. Speed without motion, flight without wings. Listening to the song, the silence sings. Dim, still moving, still flying. Stationary traveler. Inside the chest, the wheel begins to turn. A gentle fire starts to softly burn. Gears form a perfect golden chain, driving the blood and driving the brain. It's not a race, it's a steady climb, moving in sync with the hands of time. Steam rising up from the coffee cup, waking the sleeping giant up. I oil the joints with the focused thought. Battles are won before they are fought. The machine is humming a lullaby underneath the gray and cloudy sky. Listen to the sound of the quiet engine running on the fuel of pure intention. Steady and strong, it never breaks down. The hardest working machine in the town. Piston and steam, muscle and bone, building a kingdom on my own. It doesn't roar, it doesn't scream, it powers the reality of the dream. Every movement is efficient and clean, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Productivity is a work of art when it comes directly from the heart. I turn the crank and the system flows. Where it leads to, nobody knows, but I trust the mechanics of the soul to get me to the final goal. Iron and wood, paper and pen, beginning the cycle all over again. Rhythm is the king and I obey, working through the hours of the day. Listen to the sound of the quiet engine running on the fuel of pure intention. Steady and strong, it never breaks down. The hardest working machine in the town. persistent drive, making me feel so much alive. The quiet engine sings its song right where I belong. Listen to the sound of the quiet engine running on the fuel of pure intention, steady and strong, it never breaks down. Engine running, quiet, humming in. Sequences running, the code is clean and bright. Constructing a city in the middle of the night. Wires connecting logic to the beating of a heart. Understanding how the pieces fit before they start. Running through the circuitry of sound, electric to control. Electric pulses racing down the spine. Every connection is a perfect design. I am the machine and logo, scanning the system for what matters most. In the grid, in the net, in the web we weave, I find the only truth that I can believe. Upload the intention, download the flow. Watching the patterns as they start to grow. No space for error, no space for doubt. Figuring the complex equations out. The screen is a window, the keyboard is a door. Opening pathways to a hidden floor. Information traveling at the speed of light. Turning the darkness into something bright. Running through the circuitry of soul, losing all control to take control. Electric pulses racing down the spine. Every connection is a perfect design. I am the machine and I'm the goal. Scanning the system for what matters most. In the grid, in the net, in the web we weave, I find the only truth that I can believe. System aligned, focus defined, leaving the static of the world behind. Synchronized breath, calculating depth, pulse, the logic, flow, state activated. It's quiet in the mainframe, it's quiet in the core. I don't need the outside world anymore, just the hum of the power, the glow of the screen. Living inside of a perfect machine. Efficiency is beauty, precision is grace. I have found my rhythm in this digital space. Running through the circuitry of soul, losing all control to take control. Electric pulses racing down the spine. Every connection is a perfect design. Circuitry connected. Soul online. The lamp is burning low upon the desk. A shadow puppet show grotesque. The clues are hidden in the lines I write, searching for the answer in the night. A smell of old paper and a smell of rain. A subtle pleasure mixed with subtle pain. I trace the letters with a careful hand, trying to navigate this strange land. The mystery is deep, the mystery is wide. There is no place for the truth to hide. I'll find the commas and the stops. I'll find it when a heavy curtain drops. Paper and ink, creating a link between what I feel and what I lock and break the seal. The city outside is a monster sleeping tight, but I'm working by the yellow light, connecting dots that no one else can see. Unlocking the door with a skeleton key. The rhythm of the typewriter click and clack. There is no way to turn the moment back. Once it is written, it is set in stone. A kingdom that I rule upon my own. Evidence of effort, evidence of time, turning the chaos into perfect rhyme. The narrative is flowing like a stream, waking up inside the fever dream. Fever and ink, creating a link between what I feel and what I think. Black on white, stark and clear, drawing the distant memory near. It's a slow burn, it's a long game, whispering the forgotten name. Write it down and make it real. Break the lock and break the seal. The page is a mirror, reflecting the mind. Don't look away, read the signs. The story unfolds, the truth is cold, but it's yours to hold. Watching the shadows of the nighttime pass. The stack of pages rising on the floor. I couldn't ask for anything more. The case is closed, the work is done, waiting for the rising of the sun. Paper and ink, creating a link between what I feel and what I think. Black on first stone in the empty space, a quiet structure in a holy place. No hammer sounds, no heavy engines roar, just the opening of a heavy door. The walls are made of patience and of time, a vertical ascent, a steady climb. I measure out the distance with my breath, defying gravity, defying death. The blueprints are engraved inside the mind, leaving the chaotic world behind. that is perfectly placed in this beautiful empty and hallowed waste. The echoes here are different, they are pure. A remedy for what we cannot cure. The geometry is perfect, sharp and cold. A story that has never yet been told. I walk the corridors of my design, tracing the shadows, tracing the line. The window looks out on a sea of white, bathed in the glow of an inner light. No distraction can enter, no voice can break the stillness of the surface of the lake. I am the architect and I am the stone, standing together, standing alone. Building the architecture of silence, far away from the noise and the violence. A fortress of solitude, rising so high, piercing the gray of the overcast sky. I am safe in the halls of the things I create. Master of focus, master of fate. Every brick is a thought that is perfectly placed in this beautiful empty and hallowed waste. Higher, stronger, stillness, longer. The foundation holds, the center unfolds. A temple of work, a temple of peace. The roof is open to the endless stars, healing the memories, healing the scars. I sit in the center and close my eyes, watching the invisible structures rise. It is finished, it is strong, it is true. A sanctuary built